The amount of hours that I spent in trying to disappear would blow your mind.
For the first time, Ryan Borgward, in his own words, the man once known as Green Lake's missing kayaker, telling police how he ended up faking his drowning and ran away to Eastern Europe to meet a woman.
It's all revealed in newly released video and documents obtained by 12 News Investigates. Hannah Hilliard's in the newsroom for this story tonight, and Hannah going over a 3-hour conversation with police after he returned. Borgward, apparently, Hannah, was an open book.
It certainly seemed like it, Derek and Deanna. Ryan Borgward giving incredible detail about the muddy conditions escaping Green Lake, the nerves he felt at the U.S.-Canadian border, and what happened the moment he knew his secret was out. From his final text exchange with his wife to the first dispatch call.
He was on a kayak.
Oh.
And she woke up and he's not home and she can't get a hold of him.
Oh dear.
12 News obtaining critical evidence used to crack an international case that started in Green Lake, the tourist town known mostly to lake enthusiasts, now part of a global spectacle. Body camera footage time-stamped August 2024 showing the moment investigators found Ryan Borgward's car and his overturned kayak in Green Lake, first believed to be a drowning, but a deep dive into his laptop revealed he was alive.
Ryan, I beg you, give me a call.
The sheriff's office turning to an all-out blitz, video messages and emails to the European girlfriend with the subject, "Call us, very important." It worked.
I'm in my apartment. I am safe, secure, no problem.
Borgward sending proof of his flight back to the United States. All that leading up to this.
Have a seat.
A 3-hour interview with detectives.
Countless times I said, why am I doing this? But I kept going.
Where he detailed his late-night kayak ride and elaborate plan.
And then at some point I decided to do it, so tossed the phone further to the north from where he was. Inflated the boat.
He says he used an inflatable boat to get to shore, rode an e-bike to Madison, took a Greyhound to the Canadian border, where he met with agents suspicious he showed up with a dead phone and no license.
I think he started to wonder if I was trying to run away from something, because he started to ask questions like, are you married? Is everything okay?
Borgward eventually making his way to Georgia in Eastern Europe, staying there until...
Got an email, and like my heart fell through the floor.
That email exchange between Borgward and detectives lasted a month before he returned home to face the consequences.
Everybody's a little bit perplexed as to why you took this path.
Guess it, in the end, it came down to the feeling of failure in about every aspect of your life.
Eye-opening information there, Hannah. We know he left to meet a woman in Eastern Europe. We know how he met that woman?
So Borgward told investigators, Derek, he met her online back in December of 2023. Now, after all of this, Borgward did plead no contest to a misdemeanor obstruction charge. Last month, a judge ended up sentencing him to 3 months in jail, and he already has paid $30,000 to Green Lake County to reimburse them for the costs incurred.
Hannah Hilliard leading us off tonight live from the newsroom.